Hi everyone, welcome to weekly tips series of SHIFTLog, where we'll be sharing tips and tricks and the features about the latest SAP EAM products to help you out in your day-to-day work. You could be an SAP end user, a consultant, or anyone who tries to get the best out of SAP products. In that case, this might help you. Now the aim is to keep this under 5 minutes, and I'm trying our best to do that, and we'll be every week picking up a product and a particular feature. Today the product will be SAP Asset Performance Management, APM, and the feature that we're going to talk about is Criticality Assessments. Now that's out of the way, let's delve into the system and see how it's done. You're now looking at Asset Performance Management homepage, where the screen, as you could see, sectioned out into a number of different parts. But we will be today looking at the first two apps, which is under Asset Data and Information Management. So let me click Explore Technical Objects, which gives me all the assets that I need to look at as a reliability engineer. Now you could see that there are a number of different assets in the screen, starting with 2 gas compressors. If I open up one of the gas compressors, you see the usual information, that is general data, where they are, what type of object that is, where it's installed in the asset hierarchy, picture and details, location details. All this information comes with the ERP, which is ECC or S4HANA. And today we'll be focusing on this particular risk score, which says 80 for this particular equipment, gas compressor. Now if I click open this, it will allow me to see where this risk score comes from. Now that comes from a process called Criticality Assessment, which organizations carries out, which is to establish how critical this piece of equipment is to the day-to-day operations. So this is a criticality assessment carried out for this particular equipment, and that's the one relevant at this stage, applicable at this stage. So you see that this has been carried out on February 27th, 2025 and valid till February 27th, 2026. If I go into assignments, there are 2 gas compressors listed here, so which means this criticality assessment has been performed for 2 pieces of equipment. It could be any number, by the way. Going into assessment allows me to select the assessment, see the assessment details. So if I further go down, I see where this number 80 comes from. Now if I go up, I see consequence, a list of items that has been given there, comes from the template. So template is defined once. When you carry out the risk and criticality assessment, you get the choice to select the template. Based on that, the values are selected. So here the consequence has been selected as major. That means if something goes wrong with this equipment, there's a fairly high impact. That's why it's called major. Then likelihood has been selected as likely. That means it's high likely this equipment to fail. So which means it, based on those values, major and likely, the score of 80 has been selected, and that is what has been selected over here, the criticality value. Now, every time when an equipment changes its location or position or the function, it's typical to carry out the criticality assessments. Moment that is carried out, the new criticality rating or criticality score is determined, just like what you have seen here. And that's how the criticality number gets associated with the equipment. Hope it has been helpful. In the next episode, we will delve in a little bit more to criticality assessment and the templates. Right? If you have any particular topics or any particular products that you want us to cover, let us know in the form of comments. We will try our best to sequence that, pick them up, and to do an episode with that. Thank you very much for your time today, and I'll see you next time.